Okay, Joe. So it's Sunday, the 4th of December, and I'm finally making the video that I promised you last week, week before. Um, and it's a beautiful day here in the country. It's lovely and sunny, and the gum trees outside are kind of just whispering like gum trees do. So the short story is I got fired from my last job. I was there 2 years and 5 months, and it came as a huge shock to me when I was hauled into the office of the head honcho and told that I had been bullying my entire team for the last year and that they were all in counselling because of my bullying. There are 4 team members and the manager had put a formal complaint into HR about my bullying, as did one of the other team members who wished to remain anonymous. And therefore, my time at my work was at an end, and I said, could I have some examples of my bullying, because it was a very huge shock to me, because I didn't know that I was bullying anybody. And I was told I could not have any examples of my bullying, that I would just need to leave work, because they did not want a full investigation into my bullying, because it would upset my manager, who apparently was already quite upset. And I think, from what I was told during that meeting, gave me the impression that he'd said it's either her or me. So yeah, it was a huge surprise. They did give me the choice of staying a little while and reconciling my relationship with my manager, but I didn't feel that that was worth either my time or my effort, so I didn't take that. I worked out the following 2 weeks because I'm a fucking moron, just so that I could hand over my projects so none of them would fall over. Why I didn't just walk out that day, I don't know. So let me just recap. I got sacked for bullying. I was told they didn't want a full investigation. They wouldn't give me any examples so that I could understand how I was bullying. And they at no time asked me if I had been bullying. They just accused me and told me to leave. So I'm like, holy crap balls. So I left. Oh, and the other thing was, I had to resign, so I had to send, I don't know why I do that, I don't know, bullies you'd think would stand up to this. I'm just like so fucking shell-shocked, didn't know what to do. I had to write a letter of resignation. I had to have a going away afternoon tea. I had to have the boss send a bloody email around and tell everybody I was going back to New Zealand, which I'm not, so now everyone's like, why are you still here? And it was a schmozzle. So it was a schmozzle for a month, and it was really hard. I was on my own, house sitting in Melbourne at the time, so it was probably worked out best that I was on my own, because I could just sit and sort of be shell-shocked for 2 weeks and get through every day, because every day going to work was crap, because my manager had told my team they weren't allowed to talk to me. So, and they didn't know what was going on, and well, the one who put in the anonymous person probably knew what was going on, and the manager, he didn't speak to me. They didn't speak to me, and I still had to do all this work, and then I had to hand it all over to him, and he wouldn't speak to me unless he had a chaperone, because he's so terrified of being alone with me. I guess, I can't even guess why. So it was, the stuff of movies, really quite incredible. But it was also the best thing that's happened to me in ages, because it wasn't until I'd actually come out of those 2 weeks and being shell-shocked and got out, and then about a week later realised how abusive it was to actually be working under that regime. How toxic it was. And I hadn't even realised, because I just spent my whole time going, you just have to stay here till March, and then you can go back to New Zealand, because I'm coming back in March, and just good. And now I'm out of it. I'm like, oh, thank God. I just feel like a different person. I am happier, and a simpler life, and haven't got all this stupid drama. And I'm around people who are intelligent. Not that some of my team members are very intelligent. In fact, most of the people that were there are very intelligent, very nice, lovely people, do their jobs really well. But there are some people who aren't like that. And I was sort of that, and people are like that seem to sort of radiate that a lot more. So it impacts me a lot. Stupidity impacts me really badly. And so, just being around intelligent people who say what they mean and mean what they say. Here in the country, everyone's just genuine, honest. Don't get it up in your grill. Don't have these massive bloody dramas about stupid little things that don't matter. And that's great. It's really good. So, that's what happened to me. And I can't talk about how I feel about it, and I can't talk about the things that were said during my last 2 weeks at work, or the settlement. They gave me a little bit of money to go away quietly, which is kind of why I did, because I just thought, why not? And because they made me sign a thing that said I wouldn't. I mean, that's how confident they were in the allegations against me. Wouldn't give me examples, didn't want investigation, and had me sign a document saying I wouldn't say anything that would impact negatively on the reputation of the company or of my manager. So that's, and the things they said to me weren't true. So given all that, it's like, I'm not staying where I'm not wanted. And if you're going to give me a couple of months' salary to fuck off, then ta-da. I'm going to take photos later on to show you guys the kitchen as it stands at the moment. I'm putting them on Facebook. It's not completely finished, but it's very close. We're just going to get the splashbacks and the extractor fan. I keep wanting to say, I don't know what I want to say, but it's the extractor fan over the gas hob up, and then it's done, really. Bathroom, is looking pretty good too. It's just, really awesome. So I hope you're doing well, Nanny Joe. That baby is a beautiful baby. And take care, and I'll see you later. Bye. From the bully.